1, 2, 3.
The bigger picture. That is what you Hollywood stands for.
I push myself every single day to make
It's beyond anything else.
Are you ready for the entertainer? Me, Tommy NC 2010. Hello, folks. It's me, Tommy NC 2010, back here again for another awesome episode of Tommy Talks. So we're not really on the World Wide Web. We're actually local here in Black Mountain. So, ladies and gentlemen, the most electrifying show. What do I have up my sleeve to interview such an awesome guest today? Right, he's from the one and only Black Mountain Mods, Mr. Mark. Put your hands together for Mr. Mark.
Hey, hello Tommy. How you doing, buddy?
Doing good, man. Welcome to the Tommy.
Thanks, man. Hey, nice place. I'm gonna sit. All right. all right.
Oh, geez. So, how you been doing, Mark?
Not too bad. Enjoying this beautiful weather. Don't like it? Wait 5 minutes. It'll change.
That's the way it is here in Western North Carolina.
It is.
And I always tell at the local, at the local grocers when they start with the when they start putting out their plants and stuff like that, just wait a couple more days. You know, you like always around this time we get a crazy winter. We get like 10 inches or 20 inches or like 3 inches.
Or 7,000 degrees below zero or some stuff like that.
Yeah, and it's freezing cold. We get an ice storm that rips Highway 9 apart. You know.
Right.
So, get down to the point here. What inspired you to start your business?
What inspired me? Well, the desire to live was really what inspired me. It's quite a clear choice after you've been, well, let me rephrase that. I was a smoker for 33 years, okay?
Yeah.
And smoking is a really debilitating thing.
Yes.
It's a major cause of outrageous medical bills. Quality of life is horrible. I wanted to make a change in the world. So Black Mountain Mods was born.
Now, like any other mod company, what comes specifically with your specific mod company? What makes you different? What makes you shine from any other mod company?
Well, there's a whole bunch of builders out there, and it's kind of like a community of builders. What sets mine apart is the fact that I use a little bit of a special embellishment on the outside of the mod. It's got a little trim ring that most mods don't have, at least a lot of the vapors.
And you brought one of those. You brought with one of those today.
No, I actually didn't bring one of the ones with me today. This one that I brought with me today is one of the ones that I use. This is a regulated mod that I do not build. And this is for vapors.
Oh.
These are safe. These are really safe for people to use for vaping because it won't let you vape if there's something wrong with the system. If my coil is bad, if the battery is wrong, it won't work. The ones that I build, if something goes wrong, and it's for experienced vapors, we'll have to put that out right in the beginning. Very experienced vapors is what we do. Because if something does go wrong, you blow up a battery. It's, these are lithium-ion batteries that all of these mods use. Same thing that's in your computer.
Interesting thing about that. What is your opinion about the media trying to point out that vaping is bad and that vapes explode and stuff like that? What is your opinion about the mainstream media trying to do that to vaping?
They're vilifying it, and there's we'll probably get to that in a little bit, but there are three major factions that don't want vaping to exist.
Big tobacco?
Tobacco is one of them, and that's the really simple one. You can see that coming.
Yes.
This is a threat to their business. They're not going to make any money from these people. The second is big pharmaceuticals. Okay. Because they have the nicotine patches that they want you to use to get you off of smoking, which can be or might not be successful. They've got Chantix. Oh, wonderful stuff. It'll kill you. Okay, they don't want you to vape either. because, okay, it's cheaper than what they have. Much cheaper. And it's much more effective. I don't want you to know that. The other one is the federal government.
Really?
Absolutely. They've got this wonderful thing called a sin tax on cigarettes. Okay? So the more smokers that are out there, the more money the federal government is making. And the FDA does not want you using these because they're not going to get their money off of this.
So wait a minute, you're saying our government is purposely poisoning our people just to make a profit off of the deaths of human beings?
Well, I wouldn't say the government is per se, but they're definitely reaping the benefits from taxation on a product that they shouldn't be.
Confirmed Illuminati.
Yep, there we go. Boom! Vaping really has a lot of enemies out there. It really does. And it's because all of them understand that it is a safer alternative to smoking. It's not safer than breathing, although a study that was just published last week states that secondhand vapor is definitely just about the same as breathing in regular old air. There's nothing there. The nicotine is absorbed in the user system. Only thing that's exhaled is PG, VG, and flavoring, aka vapor.
What is your opinion about people saying that vaping is bad, worse off than smoking, that it gives you black lung and stuff like that? Is that true, or do you disagree with that?
Oh, I 100% disagree with that. For starters, vaping is not combustible. Okay, when you light a cigarette, you've got to use a match, you've got to use a lighter. You are lighting that tobacco, and that is how you're getting your nicotine and your 4,000 other chemicals, by the way.
Yeah.
These are, you get your vapor by heating a coil.
Yeah.
Battery heats the coil. You have your juice that is in the cotton, and I wish I could take this apart and show you. You have your juice in the cotton, and the cotton goes in the coil, and then when you put electricity to it, it heats it up and creates the vapor.
Yeah.
No smoke. It's water particles.
Yes, water particles, folks. And some people do add nicotine to vape products, but most people don't. They do it for the sensation of the smoke. Am I right?
That's true also.
Or the flavoring. They put flavoring into the product of the vape, and it's my bad. I should have asked you to bring one of your products, one of your rigs, and it was my bad. It's my fault. That's my fault.
Oh, you're good. Because you can find me on Facebook because Dr. Phil's, which is my e-juice part of the company, and Black Mountain Mods, both are on Facebook. Piece of cake. Just look me up. You can see us.
And the links will be in the description below. Folks, you can check out Black Mountain Mods online, and the link will be down in the description below. So you can find it, and we can get that to you. And he is an actual business where you can actually purchase. Now I don't encourage young children to vape either, since I have a young audience. Do not smoke, young children. And people that are trying to break smoking, you can maybe try. Even though I made a video, I do not condone vaping. That was a joke video.
We're good.
And so, and the thing is, Mark doesn't have a YouTube channel, but Mark has a business. And I like to help local businesses in the area. And I saw Mark with an online business, and I'm like, you know what? I think I should extend my hand and help him out.
We appreciate.
And maybe some of my audience, maybe some of you guys will go over and buy some of his awesome products and, check out Mark. And would it be mildly unkind if I took a chooge off of your vape stick, or is that your personal rig?
No, you're fine. You got any alcohol? No, I'm kidding.
Here, I'll clean it off so I won't make any mess.
You're fine, dude. Just don't slobber.
Okay, hold on a second. So I click this button.
That button
and
right
then
there.
suck.
That's it.
That sounds wrong.
Yeah, it is, right? Oh, you might hurt yourself. Carefully, buddy.
God. I always... Okay.
Now, this is exactly why you shouldn't do it. If you don't vape, if you don't smoke, don't pick up the habit. And by the way, let me show you how a pro does this.
Wow.
Clouds for days, babes. Clouds for days. Now, I'm what is called a cloud chaser. Okay?
Yeah.
The coils that we use are called sub-ohm coils because they're below they're below 1 ohm. Your introductory coils and stuff like that, the things that you buy at the convenience store, they're like 1.8 ohm coils, not sub-ohming. They're not for cloud chasing. They're just for flavor and for vapor. These guys are for the serious vapists, people that have been doing it for a while. It's kind of like a hobby. Not exactly for me anymore, but it's a hobby now. It's no longer smoking because I got to.
Yeah.
When I was a smoker, the first thing I did when I got out of bed, I lit up a cigarette. And I mean the first thing. I rolled over. The pack of cigarettes was right there on the nightstand. I had it lit before my feet were on the floor. Vaping? Sometimes it's a half an hour. Sometimes it's an hour. Sometimes I don't vape for 2 hours after I get up in the morning. And I don't get up in the middle of the night to vape like I did when I was smoking. Okay. A lot of differences between vaping and smoking. We mentioned the combustible versus the steam and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I do not want anybody under the age of 18 to even think about trying these. We don't sell to minors.
Yeah.
We will not sell to minors. You must have identification, and I will not.
When people purchase online, how do they do this? Do they?
They have to use a credit card, and of course, most people that have a credit card are 18 years old, or they have their parents' permission to use that credit card, for the most part. There are age verification sites that require you to prove your age, and all of this is for the vaping community has done this before the FDA says you've got to do this. We did this on our own. Okay, we don't want minors smoking. We don't want minors vaping. We don't want any of that going on.
Yeah.
It's bad.
You are a very bad man. No, you are a very bad man.
See, now I started when I was 11 years old. That's the first time I took a drag off of a cigarette. Bad. Really, really bad. But I grew up on the south side of Chicago, okay? They
Of course, everybody was smoking back then.
They do bad things. Well, it was. This is back in the 70s. Okay? Oh, God.
What brought you to Black Mountain?
My family has been here since 1969. My grandfather moved up into Christmount.
Yeah.
And we started visiting up here. And this is God's country here. There is no denying
The front porch of Western North Carolina.
Yeah, this is the place to be. Okay.
It is.
It
the
is
quality.
It is quality is our recipe, right?
quality. Which it's sad that the fact that that the Food Dude Review crew did a review, and that business is now gone. It's like it's a shame.
Well, that was that guy's choosing, though. He just decided to pull the rug because it was not profitable for him, and I can understand that. It's tough to start a new business these days. I'm proof. It's tough. There's a lot of pitfalls. It's a lot of ups and downs, and you rely on word of mouth a lot. And we tried to do a really good thing for the guy. We had fun. It was good, and I appreciate that, Tommy. That was good.
Yes, and also want to give a shout out to Vlogging Life. He's a guy that you may want to get in contact. He does vaping also. I can give you his YouTube channel. Maybe you can get in contact with him. He's a good friend of mine, and maybe he lives in Canada. Do you guys do long distance shipping?
Sure, we'll ship pretty much. Unless it's e-liquid, there are some restrictions to where I can ship. If it's not friendly in your state, I can't ship to you. And there are some states that do not allow online sales of vapor products. Unfortunately, I can't ship to you guys. But we can figure out a workaround. Get a P.O. box in Texas instead of Oklahoma, whatever. There are ways to keep people from smoking. They cannot stop it.
Now, he doesn't know about me plugging him here right now, but the fact is I could talk to him on Facebook and say, hey, I got a guy that has vape products, and I know you vape, and I'll see if he's interested. I know I shouldn't be talking about this on the show, but he's a good friend of mine, and he does vaping.
That works.
And, that'd be good business for you because that can extend out for you in business, and maybe if he shows your product on his channel, which I don't know if he'll be friendly to doing it, but I'll see if he is or not. And excuse us, folks, when this episode goes up. We're shooting this I do all my show pre-recorded since all my Wi-Fi has been acting conky. Thank you, Charter, for doing...
Oh, they are lovely. Don't you love Charter?
Oh, I love Charter. How about the fact that they give me 5 upload?
Just 5.
Just 5. Yeah, 5 upload. And my internet speed is decent, but the upload, I've just been, folks, if you want them, I don't know if they have a Twitter or not, but apparently Charter has taken over Florida too.
Mixed feelings about that. Anyway.
But folks, he is the one and only Mark from Black Mountain Mods. Check him out. He's a really awesome guy. Is there anything else you want to pitch here on the show? Any new rigs or anything like that, or anything new things coming for the company?
We've been working on some DNA mods, and they are regulated mods that I build. And now I said I don't do a lot of those. It is a specific chip that can be made. They're very expensive. The price for those are around $150 to $200. But they're safe vapes because they're, again, like I talked about earlier, regulated chip, can't go wrong. If something goes wrong with any part of your rig, you're good.
Really?
So that's coming down the wire, down the pipeline. We're going to be doing those in the short term. I made one prototype and sent it off. We had a little bit of problem with the paint. Still working on that aspect. But the mod itself works beautifully. So
That's good. It's very good. And, at some point, and also I'll let you know if you want this interview to go on your website, you're welcome to use it when it goes up.
Appreciate.
To give it more extension to your product. And I, of course, have a much broader audience out there. And, so you're welcome to use this show as on your website.
I do appreciate that, Tommy.
I love to help out businesses. I like to help out local businesses because the local economy likes to swallow up businesses like you, and I think it's wrong. I think that these big businesses, are just built on money, and these mom and pop restaurants just get swallowed up by the economy, and I think it's ridiculous.
Well, speaking of that, when I leave here today, I'm going to help our local economy because I'm going to Town Hardware here in town, and I'm going to spend my money there instead of at Walmart.
Well,
I shop local, buddy. I shop local. And I had to plug Town Hardware as well. My dad's been there for many, many years. It's a good place.
Yes, Town Hardware. Here in Black Mountain, as you know, there was a car accident in Black Mountain.
Prayers for Coach.
Yes, and it was a shame. What was the whole deal with that? Was he drunk or something, or was he running away?
I still haven't found out exactly what happened with that. Somebody said that he had a seizure. Somebody else said he passed out. Somebody said he was drunk. But 118 miles an hour through the middle of Black Mountain is crazy.
Yes, that is not a reason to be speeding through. Somebody said that basically what happened was the police were chasing him, and they were, as I heard in terminology, got bored, and so they're not going to go chasing through another town, and they let him go. Let him just run off, and hopefully the other cops would catch him. And I'm like, you don't do that when you're chasing a guy. You follow him all the way through.
Well, I can understand that, though. Sometimes hot pursuit is not desirable because of the fact that where the hot pursuit is going, and sometimes they'll figure it's better off to let the suspect take off, and because he'll slow down on his own, perhaps, maybe that's just the reasoning. He'll slow down on his own and won't cause as much damage. This obviously didn't happen in this case. Because obviously, Town Hardware has no windows. There's a coach and he's in really dire need right now. And 4 or 5 cars destroyed. The business took a lot of Black Mountain. There was a lot of repercussion with that.
Really?
So, it's an odd call. You just never know what's
gonna happen day to day.
That's it.
You don't know when. You have to enjoy, folks. I say this, and off the camera all the time. You have to enjoy the small things in life, or
smell the roses, buddy.
You have to smell the roses before you smell the daisies.
Yeah. I don't know. I like both. They're pretty good. Just take time to smell the flowers.
Take time to smell the flowers and enjoy life.
That's it.
And before we go, can you give us one awesome chooge before we end the show here?
Sure. You want me to cloud up the camera for you?
Sure. Hold on a second. Let me put off the end button in here. And so let's give a big one and just blind the camera.
All right, Tommy. This one's for all you guys here. All right.